Hi folks, I wanted to check in and give you some updates on Infosec Lab 3, as well as give you the quiz password for Lesson 3. First, Infosec. We goofed. We tested Infosec focusing on VM capability, and it didn't occur to us that the username only appeared for instructors and not students. That seemed fairly basic to us. So we've asked Infosec to consider changing this. In the meantime, for layering windows with passwords, use the Blackboard window so that the Blackboard window with your name appears in back of the Infosec window that you need to snip for the VM. Wherever the labs ask you to layer windows in order to show your name, use Blackboard instead of Infosec. The other Infosec problem, well, it's really a Microsoft problem. The 10-2 VM in Infosec Lab 3 might prompt you to update at task 2. Do not update. Hit minimize and yell, "Go away, Microsoft." Keep working on your lab. If it prompts you to restart, choose restart later. Honestly, we've asked Infosec to fix this as well, and they're working on it. In task 2, between steps 19 to 26, if you experience packet loss for the ping test, and you do not get a successful ping, you may need to disable both the public and private firewalls that you did back in step 12 to 15. You will correct this later and turn the firewalls back on at step 25. Our quiz password is chloramine. chloramine, chloramine. It's a solid form of chlorine that kills fish because normal filters and water treatment products don't filter it out, and it contains ammonia, which kills fish. So instead of doing something fun this past weekend, I've been dealing with numerous dead fish and shrimp in my aquariums, talking to public works directors, and pricing whole house water filtration systems. It's been a sad week for my aquariums. One note about OSI layers: I prefer using mnemonics that start with the physical layer, such as "Please do not throw sausage pizza away." I like to start with the physical layer. The reason is that when I'm doing diagnostics, I start with the physical layer. Too often we jumped into something more serious like VLAN settings on a switch port when it could be a simple cable. I highly advise you to print in color an OSI layer chart, such as the file that I posted in Blackboard for week 2. You might see one added there. It's at the bottom. Knowing the OSI layers and also knowing logical ports isn't just academic memorization, it's something you actually use on a day-to-day basis. For example, the ping test, and the reason you turn off the firewall is because ping is the ICMP protocol and firewalls can block it. What layer is that happening at? That's a good question. So if you have any questions, email me. Again, we've joined Remind. A lot of us have joined Remind, so those folks got the message about the quiz password a little bit before you. And what else? I think that's it for this week. I apologize for the glitches in Infosec. The other news is that your accounts for Imagine and VMware will be created this week, so you might get an email to log on and register that in those applications. Have a great night.